standing at the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart, taking your hands onto your hips. And then push into your feet, really energize the legs as you open up the chest. Exhale and fold forward, hinging from the hips. Just lightly hook around your big toes, all the back of the ankles. Inhale, look forward, exhale and fold. Elbows out to the side, drawing the chest and the head in towards the legs. And then try and get this feeling of the weight tilting forward. You can have your knees really soft, that's fine. And the head down towards the floor. Just breathing into the back of the ribs, breathing into the side of the ribs. And then lengthening sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to come up halfway. Either take the hands to the back of the ankles or now step your hands underneath your feet. That's it. And then push into right down into the wrist crease. And then fold, but bend the elbows as well, drawing the points of the elbows in towards the shins. So you can have a wrist stretch as well as lengthening your hamstrings. And the head is always down towards the floor, sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Just breathing there. Again, really find the space for the breath in the side and the back of the ribs and also in the lower back. And the belly is hollowed out. On the next inhale, come up out of the pose, release softly the hands from the feet, take the hands to the waist and then come all the way up, nice and slow. Good, drop the hands down and breathe for a moment. Standing back in mountain pose. Good, so the next one, triangle and then revolve triangle. You want to step the right foot back, not too far, and then turn to face the back of your mat. Energize the legs, inhaling the arms up. Just going to go straight into triangle today. So taking the arms, the right arm down to the right leg. And then have a look at your left arm. Just see if it's going straight up towards the ceiling. If you have a shoulder problem, you can always have your left hand resting on the side of the left hip. Just holding there. Try and lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Just lengthening there. You can look down at the floor, you can look straight ahead, or you can look up at the left hand. And then you're going to engage the core, engage the legs. Inhale, come up. Walk the feet around. Inhaling the arms up again. Fold down the left leg. Soften the left knee as you go down. You can always straighten the leg once you're there. And then have a quick check of your right arm. Check it's going straight up towards the ceiling. And again, you can look down, you can look straight ahead, or you can look up. Lengthening from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Nice and steady. And then coming up, walk yourself around to face the back. Let the left toes come with you as well, so that the hips readily face the back of your mat. Right hand on the hip, left arm goes up, and then start to fold forward, keeping the pelvis level, keeping the sacrum pushing back as you lower that left arm down to the floor. Either have the left hand on the inside of the foot or on the outside of the foot as you turn slowly towards the right. You're twisting towards that right leg and then taking the right arm up towards the ceiling. Energize your legs and then engaging your core, lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Staying there. And then your right arm's going to go back onto your right hip. Looking forward, inhale the left arm forward and up, nice and slowly. Walk yourself around and then swap the arms around. Your right arm goes up, left hand onto the hip, fold forward. So taking the hand either to the inside of the foot or to the outside of the foot, start to twist towards the left and then take the left arm up towards the ceiling. Breathing there. Try and get the feeling of lengthening in the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head as you draw the navel in. Let your left hand go back onto the hip, looking forward. Inhale that right arm forward and up, and then drop both of your hands and step forward to the front of your mat. Taking your hands to the heart centre, lifting the chest. So the next one we're going to do extended side angle and revolved extended side angle. It's a longer step back, so it feels like you're stepping back into a really long warrior two. So if you're going to take your right foot back again, bending the right knee, taking the arms out to the side. Just nice light in your arms, taking an inhale. As you exhale, reach forward. Either let your forearm rest on the top of the thigh, or slide the hand down to the floor, or drop your shoulder and then hold on to your left hip with your right hand, and then take your left arm over past the ear. The gaze, if you've got the arm over past the ear, is going to be to the palm of that left hand. So it feels like you're rotating your chest up towards the ceiling. Good. And then take the left arm up towards the ceiling and come up. Walking yourself around, warrior two facing front. Check your left knee alignment. The left knee should be directly above the knee. The left ankle should be below the knee. Reaching forward, left forearm onto the thigh. Other arm goes up, or you slide it down to the floor. Left hand down to the floor, and then take your right arm over past the ear. And look at the palm of your hand if you can. If that doesn't suit the neck, just do anything that works for you. Any position. You're trying to energize the back foot, lifting the right arch, the arch of the right foot. And then engaging the core, come up. Nice and slowly, walk yourself around. But again, you're going to let your left toes come slightly forward. Right hand on the right hip with the right knee bent. Inhaling your left arm up. Now try and spiral the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, connecting the left foot to the floor all the time, and then begin to twist. So you're in a prayer position with your hands, your elbows are stacking, your shoulders are stacking. And then coming up. So keep the gaze nice and steady as you come up, walking yourself around. Taking your left hand onto the left hip with the left knee bent, inhaling the right arm up. Nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, take your right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Hands go together in prayer position. And you're going to look towards the side. If you're a bit more steady, you can look up towards the ceiling, but just see how things feel. Keep your legs really energized. And then coming up. And step forward. Okay, let the breath settle. Standing, breathing, feet hip distance apart. Let the breath settle. And then you're going to go into a wide leg forward bend. So hands onto the hips. Step that right foot back. Feet nice and wide. Outside edges of your feet are parallel. Pressing into the feet. Energize the legs. And then exhale and fold forward. Taking the hands down to the floor. Try and get your hands in line with the feet. So you've got a foot, a hand, and a foot. And then releasing the crown of the head down towards the floor. Now tilt the weight forward so it's slightly out of the heels, more towards the balls of the feet and the toes as you release the head down. Breathing there, breathing into the back. Make sure your shoulders and your head and your legs are quite relaxed. You can always bend your knees. Just bear in mind you can bend your knees, that will help you release. And then coming up onto the fingertips. Good. This is where we've got an extra one in. So you're going to take the heels in slightly and toes wide. Start to bend into your knees. You remember this from last week. Bend into your knees and then take your forearms onto the inner thighs. as you lift the chest. Just stay there and breathe. You're pushing your arms outwards to really create the opening in the inner thighs. Holding there. That's it. Breathing. Good. Breathing there. Nice and steady. And then straighten the legs and fold forward. Just take the feet back to being parallel. Taking the hands onto your hips. Inhale all the way up. Drop the hands down. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale and interlink the hands behind your back. Open up across the front of the chest. And then fold forward. Just folding forward, letting the arms go up towards the ceiling. Try not to lock the elbows. And then crown the head down towards the floor. Again, you're trying to take the weight out of your heels a little bit. Shifting the weight forward, and that will allow you to lengthen the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And then a nice strong inhale to come all the way up standing. Good, release the arms. Take the arms back to shoulder height, and then hands onto the hips. Inhale. Open up across the front of the chest and then fold forward. Now either take hold of the back of the ankles or hook around the big toes. As you inhale, press into the feet and lengthen the spine forward. When you exhale and fold, elbows out to the side, crown the head down towards the floor. Breathe in there. And just feel the lengthening in the legs. Energize the legs to lengthen and allow the crown of the head to release down towards the floor. And then coming up halfway, taking the hands onto your hips, push into the legs, come up. And then step forward to the front of your mat. Standing and breathing, rolling the shoulders a little bit, start to move the wrists. And then you're going to take the hands either into reverse prayer position with the fingers facing down, or into reverse prayer position with the fingers facing up, which is more demanding on the wrist. Pressing the palms together. You're going to turn to face the back again, letting the right foot turn, and then just make sure the feet aren't too far apart and that you are not in one line so that you are spaced for balance. Good. Pressing the palms together as you inhale. It's like a standing back bend. On the inhale, as you exhale, fold forward. Try to lift both kneecaps, engage both thighs as you slowly fold forward. Once you've got down as far as you can go, then tuck the chin and see if you can draw the forehead onto that shin. Staying there and breathing, moving the elbows back, so lengthening out of the shoulders, pressing the palms together. And then a nice strong inhale to come up, slowly, lots of control. Walk your feet around. Brilliant. And then again, as you inhale, it's like you're doing a standing back bend, opening up, and then nice and slowly fold. You're hinging from the hips, lengthening down over the left leg, and then finally tucking the chin, drawing the forehead towards your shin. And then coming up, nice and slow. Good. Release the hands and just wriggle the fingers, mobilizing the wrists, maybe shake out the wrists to see how things feel, whatever you need to do, and then come back to the front of your mat. Standing and breathing, let the breath settle. So this is the balancing. But what you want to do is you want to find something that you can stare at, it's the drishti point. Something that you may want to turn to find one of the fire exit signs, something like that. And then let your left hand go onto your left hip. Really ground your left foot. So take your time and then start to lift your right knee up. And then nice, either stay here in mountain pose or reach down to hook around your right big toes and then take your right foot forward. Holding there, trying to stay in mountain pose the whole time. Breathing there. So you're either holding onto the toes, you're holding onto the knee. And then let your right leg go out to the side. The left arm can counterbalance by going out to the side. And really press into your left foot. And then take the leg back, forward. Point the toes, both hands on the hips, lift the chest. And breathe there. If you get cramp in your thigh, just quickly bend the knee and then re-straighten the leg. And then lower the leg down. Shake out the legs for a moment. I'm going to do the second side. And standing nice and tall. Transfer the weight into your right foot, lifting up the left knee. Holding, either hold there or reach down to hook the toe. And then extend the leg forward. Lifting the chest. Nice and steady. You take the leg out to the side, either with the knee bent or with the leg straight, reaching your right arm out as a counterbalance, pushing into your right leg, and engaging fully into the right leg. And then come back into the middle. Extend the leg forward. Both hands on the hips. Slowly lower that leg down. Taking out the legs for a moment. And rolling the shoulders. Good. So figure 4. You're more than welcome to go against the wall if that helps you. The hip opening is more important than the balance on this one. So if you can take your hands onto your hips, start to bend your left knee. And then take your right foot on top of the left thigh. Nice big inhale, lengthening the spine as you slowly begin to hinge. And just feel your way into what feels right for you. So hands can go to the heart center in prayer position. You're lengthening your chest forward. If you want to, you can take your arms forward. You can always explore what feels better. And just breathing. And if things feel more open, then your hands will go down to the floor. Just breathing into it, keeping it soft and yet really strong in your right hip. If you feel any discomfort in your right knee, just try and engage and activate your right foot a little bit more, locking the ankle. And then coming up when you're ready. Nice and slowly. And then back into mountain pose. Good. So second side. So nice and slow again. So lifting up your left knee, place your left foot on top of the right thigh. Hands go together at the heart center as you start to hinge. Feeling your way into that left hip. Try and lengthen the spine, drawing the chest forward. Okay, you could take your arms forward. It helps you counterbalance quite effectively. Or you take the hands down to the floor. Just breathing into that left hip. You control the breath. And then coming out when you're ready. Shaking out the legs, standing and breathing for a moment. Good, so the last of the standing poses is dancer. So what I'd like to do is, you're more than welcome to use a strap. You're either going to take hold of the outside edge of your foot, or you're going to take the hands around to the inside edge of the foot. Okay, so when you're ready, taking the position, try and get the knees together. And then inhaling the left arm up. Press into your left foot, so slightly bend your left knee, and then press into the left foot as you start to lift that right leg up behind you and draw the chest forward. Holding and breathing, opening up across the front of the shoulder. And then coming up nice and slow. Feet back, and releasing the shoulders. Standing in mountain pose before you do the second side. Good. Bending the left knee, either taking hold of the outside of the foot or going to the inside of the foot. And then take the arm up, right arm up. Bend your right knee and then energize the right leg as you start to come into dancer pose. Drawing the chest forward, gaze is steady. And then nice and slowly come back into mountain pose. Standing and breathing, taking the hands to heart center. So just breathing there. Good, so we're going to carry on. We're going to go into warrior sequence. Okay, so I'm going to take the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale back into plank. Push the floor away. And then nice and slowly lower down. Coming into up dog or cobra. Move back from there into downward facing dog. You're going to rise up onto your toes and look forward. Exhale and bend the knees. Walk or step the feet forward. Exhale and fold. And then come into chair pose. Good. So what we're doing in chair pose at the moment is you're doing a little eagle leg position. So keep the arms where they are, or take them out to the side if you need the extra balance. You're going to transfer the weight into your left foot and then wrap your right leg around, squeezing the legs together, keeping the gaze nice and steady. So the thighs and the knees are together and your right foot's tucking in to the left leg. And then come back into chair pose. And you do exactly the same thing on the other leg. So slowly transferring the weight into the right foot, wrap the left leg around, tuck the foot in, squeeze the legs. So it's not just about wrapping the legs together, it's about squeezing the legs together as well. Back into chair pose. Holding there. And then fold forward. Inhaling, coming up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back into plank. Lowering down. Coming into up dog or cobra. Move back from there into downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg up behind. Step it forward nice and light. Dropping your left heel. And then come up. But this time your arms can be parallel, or you can press your palms together. So it's warrior one. And you start to lengthen, and then maybe look up at your thumbs. Breathing there. Just really making sure you're bending that right knee. Quite often, unconsciously, it starts to straighten, so keep bending it. And then you're going to transition to warrior one facing the other way. Bending into your left knee. Arms nice and strong. Squeezing the arms in towards the side of the head. And then move into warrior two. Just nice and light in your arms now. Make sure the fingers are relaxed. Shoulders stacking above the hips. Tailbone long, core engaged. And then move to the other side. Breathing there. Good, nice and relaxed in the hands. And then you're going to take the hands down to the floor, go back into downward facing dog. And set your downward facing dog position. And we're going to come through to sitting. So if you rise up onto the toes and look forward, exhale and bend the knees, and then take your right foot forward as if you're coming into pigeon, left foot forward, cross the ankles, and then come into seated